Ladies and gentlemen, Ibrahim, this message is for Mr. David Reimer, the new ambassador to Sierra Leone. We want to welcome you to Sierra Leone. Thank you. We know that you will do well by the people of Sierra Leone, and we have 100% faith and confidence in your abilities. We know that you are a seasoned career diplomat, and we know you believe in human rights, and that is why I want to talk to you because sadly enough, this video that I'm going to share with you, Mr. David Reimer, it looks like this is how the SLPP has actually decided to welcome you to Sierra Leone. And the reason why I'm showing you this video is because we're talking about the M.C.C, the Millennium Challenge Cooperation. That is an area I want you to really focus on, Mr. Reimer. When we talk about democratic rights of the people, that's what America stands for, right? And that is what President Joe Biden stands for. It's about restoring democracies across the world again because it was lacking during the reign of the past administration. So we want to appreciate you, and we want to let you know that when you look at this video, what you see here is how this is a pattern that has been going on for quite a while, especially in the southeastern part of the country, where we've always made the argument that these folks, not all of them, some of these folks are not democratic at all. They don't believe in democracy. They say the word democracy, but they don't have an understanding of what the word democracy means, which means everybody should be able to have a right to associate with any political party or, a political organization of their own choice without having to be forced or ostracized or demonized. And this video, Ambassador David Reimer, clearly just shows us what are some of the areas that we need to work on. And Inde Ifatu Sise is the MCCU, CEO in Sierra Leone. And Matt is the M.C.C director in Sierra Leone. I don't know if he still holds that position, Mr. Reimer, but I just want to give you an historical concept, context here. Because what you see in this video is, antithetical to everything the M.C.C stands for. And again, like I said, when you look at the scorecards of the M.C.C, you're talking about first the fight against corruption, and this government is not fighting corruption. Because I want you to, in your Senate hearing, you said something about the government fighting, trying to fight corruption, but that's just perception. I want you to understand that, Mr. Reimer, because when you look at Francis Benkaifala, as recently as investigating the First Lady of Sierra Leone, Fatima Bio, he chose to go 14 years back to investigate our First Ladies, even though he has a crime right in front of his face, where the First Lady in Sierra Leone, Fatima Bio, since she's not an elected member, should not be receiving money from the consolidated fund. It's a violation, flagrant violation of the rules. But Francis Benkaifala, the anti-corruption commissioner, chose not to investigate that. That's just one. It's a lot more that I'll talk to you as we go so you understand exactly what the situation is in the country. They would go and chase the former President Anisbai Koroma, who President Obama actually called to the White House to thank him for the peace and the peaceful transfer of power that he did back in 2018 after the elections in Sierra Leone. So this man is a well-respected man across the globe, former President Koroma. But we saw since President Bio came to power, it's been thuggery all the way. And he's very quiet about everything. And, the killings at McKinney, the massacre at Pademba Road Prison, all of these things, these gross human rights violations that has been going on. But like I said, I want to share this video with you. And, just for you to understand exactly what is happening. This happened in Kailahun. It's the southeastern part of the country. We want you to see this because this is the modus operandi, of the SLPP government led by President Bio. There are a couple of videos where he said,
why
you don't have to be kind of supporters. You have to be ferocious out there.
I do not expect you to become all the time.
Okay with them. And as we
I am the leader I should become, but you should not become all the time. Yes.
Which is the other biggest opposition party, should not be getting votes from there. And the little votes that they've been getting should be squeezed. That's what he told the people. The videos are there, Mr. David Reimer. I'm not making this up, right? I live in the United States, by the way. That's why I just want you to have a background. I'm going to put my email on this video so you can email me if you have any questions, staff from the American Embassy, the State Department, we can further this. But that is what is actually happening, where he went there and told his people. And so they're executing everything he said. And that is what you'll see in this video that I'm about to share with you. That is what you'll see. I'm not going to share the whole video because you won't understand the content of the video, but I just want you to have a background of what I'm sharing with you. But since the president went there and said and made these comments, so the supporters are acting on these comments. But what we want you to see and what's important is about the civil rights of these people being violated. So when you talk about the M.C.C reports, the Inde Ifatu Sise, who's the country director, of the M.C.C in Sierra Leone, the CEO, of the M.C.C unit in Sierra Leone, I want you to understand this is the problems that we have, because the M.C.C stands to respect the civil rights of the people. But when people are being ostracized and drove into the bushes just because they're expressing, their own support for a certain political party, this is political intimidation of the opposition. And it's wrong. It's not democratic at all. So we want to bring it to your attention, Mr. David Reimer, and that's why I'm talking to you. Mr. David Reimer, privately and personally, I'll send you all my credentials so you get to know a little bit more about me and everything else, because I can bank on this. I can tell you 100%. I can say this wherever, anywhere. I can come to Sierra Leone in front of you and give you a presentation. I can go to the State Department and do a presentation. I can go to the Congress and do a presentation, because there are a lot of questions that needs to be answered. And that's why I'm calling for, the Senate to question, Ms. Maria Briwa with some of the incidents that happened in Sierra Leone, the horrendous crimes that occurred in Sierra Leone that nothing came out of. We didn't hear any communiques from the American embassy. So I want to call your attention on what is actually happening in the country. Don't be fooled with the perception. Get down to the people, talk to the common people. The civil societies, matter of fact, they've been compromised. They are all sitting, supporting this government with every evil that has happened in that country, all the corruption. The civil societies were very loud during the last administration, but this time they've been quiet. And we know the TRC report, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission report, actually said the civil societies should play a pivotal role in maintaining a democracy. But when these things are happening, the killings at Makini, the Parembaro prison massacre, the killings at Tombo, the corruption, the First Lady, the Chief Minister David Francis' office, the President's office, taking $1 million and just traveling, to Lebanon. Nobody knows what he went to do there. Came the next day and announced a white paper. These are all the things we're talking about. But just for the purposes of this video, I want you to see this video, and I want you to understand that we're talking about the M.C.C and the civil rights of the people being violated in this case, where the people had to run to the bushes because they supported another political party. That is wrong, because the SLPP considers the southeast part of the country as their own, and no other political party should have a base there. That is what they try to do. They're trying to scare these people so that they would not be able to exercise their constitutional rights to vote freely. So that is what I want you to understand, Mr. Reimer, from this video. Again, it is the democratic rights of the people. When you talk about political rights and civil liberties, it's what is being violated. And the M.C.C should capture this and bear that in consideration. This government of President Bio continues to create a very terrible image of our country across the globe. And this is terrible. From the corruption to the human rights violations and everything, it is terrible. And also, Ambassador David Reimer, I want you to look into the appointment of Ali Kaba. Ali Kaba was the man that was named by Charles Taylor, who's currently serving a jail sentence at the ICC for human rights abuses, for war crimes and everything. Ali Kaba was the man Charles Taylor called and said he's the one that showed up in Libya with Omar Gaddafi to start the rebel war in Sierra Leone. But today, Ali Kaba is the permanent representative of Sierra Leone to the United Nations. I think we are calling for his sack. He should be relieved of his job, and he should be prosecuted by the International Criminal Court for crimes against humanity. Thank you, Ambassador Reimer. God bless you, sir.
But we should never forget that politeness in African politics can be a disadvantage.
Yes.
So while I keep my calm, I do not expect you to be calm all the time. I am the leader, I should be calm, but you should not be calm all the time.
Yes.
Turn the bike. You go before, go before.
That's what the money come. We cannot beat up. Why are you
No.
There's a papa, baby.
Serious firing right now. Serious firing na manoa. Serious firing na manoa. You see it? Look. You see? Ah.